Good evening, everyone. This is Dr. Michael Patmos, and I have a quick video for you. I stumbled upon a video tonight from Dr. Marty Makary, who is the director of the Food and Drug Administration. And in this video, he's doing an interview, and he says, quote unquote, that Lyme disease almost certainly, with a high degree of probability, is a bioweapon engineered disease that was developed by mad scientists from Nazi Germany who, after the war and after Nuremberg, some were brought to the United States and did research on Plum Island off the coast of Connecticut and Massachusetts. And that they worked at Lab 257 and they developed Lyme disease and spread it from there. He says that's what he says with a high degree, almost high degree of probability, almost with absolute certainty. I hate to tell you, but Borrelia, Borrelia DNA has been found as far back as 5,000 years ago. Otzi the Iceman was a fossilized, mummified person from 5,000 years ago that had Borrelia DNA in his mummified remains. North American Native Americans had evidence of Borrelia infection hundreds of years ago. There's evidence throughout Europe of Borrelia infection dating back centuries. Erythema migrans, the pathognomonic finding of stage 1 Lyme disease, was described in 1909. The causative bacteria, Borrelia burgdorferi, was only isolated in 1970, but that doesn't mean the disease didn't exist before 1970. Pluto was only found. The planet Pluto was only found, I don't know, a few decades ago or half a century ago. But I'm sure it was there before we found it. The reality is, just because Borrelia burgdorferi was isolated in the 1970s doesn't mean that Lyme disease didn't exist before that. It almost certainly did, and in fact, there's very good genetic evidence that the disease has existed for thousands of years. There is no genetic evidence in Borrelial DNA of manipulation or indicating genetic engineering or bioengineering. So where is Makary getting this craziness from? He read a book. There was a book written in 2004 where somebody speculated all this, and Makary picks up a book at Barnes and Noble or at the airport and reads it, and all of a sudden he believes it. That's not how doctors work. That's not how science works. We don't get our information out of books that you buy at Barnes and Noble. You have to be a little more scientific than that. Dr. Marty McCarthy, I focused a lot on some of the other fake experts in the Trump administration, but McCarthy may be the most entertaining of all of them because he comes out with some of the most ridiculous statements. I mean, he almost rivals Dr. Malone. You recall Dr. Malone was the one who said that the fires on Maui in 2023 that destroyed Lahaina were probably sent by space lasers that were government controlled, and space lasers. That these fires were probably started intentionally by the federal government. That's what Malone said. Now we have Makary saying that the federal government, created Lyme disease on Plum Island, and that it's a engineered bioweapon. Well, you just have to know your paleontology and your anthropology, and remember Otzi the Iceman. He proves Makary wrong. But I'm going to do a few more videos on Dr. Makary because his delusional thinking is really, really funny and entertaining. I mean, I got a real chuckle out of this one. Have a good evening.